Nick and LaMarcus, but what all factored into the decision to rest both KD and Patty tonight?
Yeah, just as we talk about frequently in these forums, those guys have played a lot of minutes, and just 4 games, 5 nights, coast to coast, crazy times, start times for the games and time zones. It's just just an opportunity to use caution and to get them some rest.
What will your message be to again, you've been in this situation a couple of times where the rookies have had to play heavy minutes. What will be your message to them ahead of this game that you want to win?
For sure. I mean, it's not just the rookies. There's a lot of guys that are going to play that haven't played recently. Great opportunity for them. And, we've had although we've had a difficult stretch here with travel, it's important that we find a way to compete tonight and try to win this game and, really show the character and toughness it takes to get through this. And, our guys will respond tonight and come out and compete.
Hey, Steve, last night at the end of after the game, James said, okay, now we got to get Kyrie back to playing home games, which I guess is the point all along. But is there anything that has taken it beyond wishful thinking to optimistic it's going to happen, be it something from him or something from the city that you guys have heard?
I've not heard anything at all. So, for me, it's just he'll be playing on the road.
Steve, with Dayron, if the idea earlier in the year was that maybe he was pretty raw still, is there one particular area where you feel like he's really kind of made a jump with you guys over the last few months?
No, I mean, I think we all really liked Dayron from the start. It's just you got 3-4 players ahead of him that have played thousands of NBA games and Nick's development as well. So there wasn't always the opportunity to get him those minutes when he's played well, so we were kind of eager for him to get a chance. We knew it would come, but we have confidence in him, and we think he's got a lot of development and improvements to make. But he's a very talented young player as well.
Steve, this is kind of a fine point, but resting both KD and Mills on the same night, was there any consideration to staggering them between this game and the one Saturday?
I think those guys have just played so much and have so much responsibility in the games recently that it's just it wouldn't be smart for them to play tonight. Patty's been kind of on the edge as far as his load for a while now, and Kevin as well. So I think it's just a little bit of a risk that we didn't want to take tonight. And if we get cued and try to mix it up, you're putting a risk on one of those guys.
Steve, the schedule is a schedule. You can make an excuse anytime you wanted one throughout the season, but specific to this last week, how is the group feeling 4 and 5 with the travel that you had going into tonight?
I don't know. I know how I feel. I'm exhausted, but these guys are a resilient group. They, found a way to give maybe their best performance of the year after a tough back-to-back and a lot of travel. So, we appreciate that they've stuck with this, and we've had a tough time. Our confidence could have wavered, and they came out and played their best game. So, there's no reason why we should go into this game thinking about how many ways or why we should lose. We should think about how many solutions we have and how we can win this game. And then, you go out there and play hard, compete, and afterwards we can pick it apart. But right now we should have optimism. We should have belief and opportunity.
I know you talked about Joe Harris the other night being trickier than you expected. Beyond this coming road trip, is there a chance he would be back and that the group would be whole by the time you make that West Coast trip?
I actually don't have an answer. I don't think we know exactly yet, so I couldn't answer that one.
Bruce Beck.
Hey, Steve, speaking of solutions, when you go into a game like this without Kevin, without Kyrie, without Patty, do you say to yourself or do you say to Harden, James, you need to score 30, 35, 40 tonight?
I don't ever really say those types of things, but I would want James to be aggressive. to make plays, to put pressure on the defense. And I think James is probably thinking the same thing. So, he'll relish the opportunity to try to pick up his teammates and prove that they can win this game regardless of who's in the lineup and who's not. And for me, as long as he continues to improve the way he has over the course of this year and stays, very aggressive and attack minded, that'll make me happy regardless if he has 25 or 40. All right. Thanks, guys.